Okay, welcome to part 2 of the trouble with covered calls. Why hasn't the problem been solved? Well, most every covered call site is predicated on choosing stocks that are volatile. If a stock isn't volatile, the premiums are kind of ho-hum, so why bother? On the other hand, if the premiums are way high, that means the stock has a habit of bouncing around all over the place. It's not really expected to necessarily go up or down. It's really volatile. Well, that's where you get the big premiums, and those big premiums are what make covered call selling attractive. One of the problems, of course, is what if your stock goes down? Okay? The other problem is, what if your stock skyrockets? It goes through the roof. I'll show you a chart about this, okay, where I bought into a stock at $16.09, and later it was selling at $60. Well, how would you like to have sold a covered call for 20 bucks? It's trading at $60. You gave up a lot of upside. I'll show you in my method how to avoid that. You know, another reason that the problem hasn't been solved is that folks don't look into other strategies because of kind of a selective blindness. If you're psychologically invested, if you believe that covered calls are really the best way to go because you're in several of those trades, well, you're gonna not look elsewhere. I'm going to encourage you to let down your guard, you know, emotionally, and set ego aside and take a look at your investments objectively and say, am I covered against a big loss? Would I dream of buying a house without buying fire insurance? Why should you do that with your stocks? Probably the last reason that the problem hasn't been solved, the problem with covered calls, is that most folks out there, I think, are trying to do their best to help the masses, but there are some snake oil salesmen out there. I ran into one of them, and we're just denying reality. We're looking at the trades that were successful and not the trades that were unsuccessful. I'm going to encourage you to go into some Yahoo user groups, for example, and investigate the downside of some of these stocks that get recommended and these strategies that are played. And do that before you invest in a seminar, if you can. If you're already in a seminar or into some other method, I highly, highly recommend that you look into the Mary Put strategy, all the free stuff that's out there, the free stuff that I'll give you, and the free stuff that you can find on the web through Wikipedia and Google and all that.